Hello, welcome to the Driveway Series Cat 123. This is now technically my second race post lockdown and COVID-19 since I just did this before around 30 minutes ago. But yeah, same socially distanced start as before. Again, no power this whole time. And this is, as far as field quality goes, the best or hardest race I've ever done, racing against Elbows, Chris Tolley, Colin Strickland, all those guys. So this was going to be a tough race. Chris Tolley is comparing himself to Marcel Kittel while we're in the neutral rollout. But as you could see, right off the start, two people attack, and that was basically the story of this first 15 minutes, or at least how it felt for me. It just felt like constant attacks. So those two guys attack right before the corner. Then we're coming out of the corner. I think that's Tolley right there. Maybe he starts to kind of go. This guy goes, I do not really want to be on the front right here. This is a 1-2-3 race, and I just done the 3-4. So my goal was just kind of sit in and hope to stay on the whole time. So then a couple more people start to attack. There goes Lucas. Those guys go. Again, I find myself on the front, not really where I want to be. And then right here, Colin Strickland starts to attack. And once Strickland attacks, then the whole field is basically on, because now you have all the heavy hitters attacking. So now I've got to go too. Got a little gap to shut down here. Again, not the best sprinter, so all these attacks hard for me to kind of close down. I'm not as snappy as these larger riders. So get back on the wheel, coming up to this hill, punch it up the hill. There's a little group off the front right now. This is I'm at the front of the pack. Ended up being at the front of the pack for a lot of the race, which was probably too far than I should have been, because I was having to attack and chase things down when I should have just been sitting in and just trying to hold on for the whole race. So yeah, here's Colin Strickland. But yeah, so here's a lap or two later, more attacks. Lucas attacks again. Then that draws a response from a bunch of other people. There goes Strickland. We all start attacking again to chase this down. Everyone knows that Tolley and Strickland and Lucas will probably be in a break, and every other rider in the field wants to be in that break with them. So whenever one of them go, it is full gas until the next one of them goes. So chasing this down, trying not to be on the front, just sitting in the wheels. At this point, I'm tired. Every one of these attacks just feels all out for me to cover and not get dropped. Luckily, I'm not on the back hanging on for dear life, but I feel very close to blowing up basically every time one of these heavy hitters attacks. So here we are, more attacks. Lucas attacks again, going into this corner, more people follow. The story of this first 15 minutes was just constant attacks. Non-stop, everyone's attacking. Here are just sitting in, top 10 in the field, trying to just hold on. This is my third, I think, ever 1-2-3 race, so it's certainly about as hard as of a race that I can do. So I'm just trying to hang on, not really trying to attack and get in breaks, because I'll just blow up immediately. So just sitting in here. I think more people might attack, not really sure. We're getting 15 or so minutes in, so the break is starting to form out there. People are getting tired and can't really respond to as many attacks. There comes a bunch of people. Again, have to respond to this. Sitting on this guy's wheel, hoping he can close it down. Now I'm having to close down a bit of a gap too. They kind of sit up. So it's once again Grupo Compacto, as they say, and time for more relentless attacks. There they go. More people are attacking, coming up this hill here. That guy was coming fast. But yeah, that was basically just first 15, 20 minutes, just always attacking, constant attacks, until they finally got a break of 4 or so, maybe. I'm not too sure. Couldn't really tell. So yeah, we're just riding here, trying not to get dropped. Basically, my only goal for this race was don't get dropped. So here we are, bit later, this is towards the end of the race. The brake has gotten established. That was the move right there. So there's the brake off the front. They're gone. They have like a large gap. There's no way we're coming back. So yeah, there's more attacks here in the final 5 or so laps in the field. Someone's trying to get a late break before the sprint. See if they can, gain a few places than they could in the sprint. I'm just trying to hang on. It's been 30 minutes of not attacks, but a really hard pace, so I'm really tired at this point. The legs are pretty much empty. I'm just trying to hang on, hoping that there's not too many attacks that could possibly drop me before the end. Just sitting in. This whole time in between, I was basically just sitting in. I ended up on the front a few times, but would just take a 5-second pull and then pull off immediately so I didn't destroy myself. Again, final couple laps, there's a few more attacks. These guys kind of roll off the front. Then there goes an elbows guy. So now the field is kind of wanting to chase that. There goes Brian Luciano, another junior. I'm just kind of sitting on the front here, towards the front, but don't really want to have to chase this down because that'd be a lot of energy wasted, and I don't have the legs to do that. So I'm just sitting. This guy goes. Now I kind of jump with them to make sure that, don't get split off the back, basically. And there's basically just a split in the field. So I'm just hoping these guys can get up there. This guy sits up. Again, I'm basically done at this point. I don't have the legs to close, so I'm just kind of taking my pull, but it's not too hard. Now some more elbows guys come up and some people, so that's a big relief to me that I can still save some legs and not blow up. So I'm just hopping on them, hoping that they will shut everything down. You can see there's a little group that attacked up there. This guy goes, I kind of jump on them. Just following the wheels, trying not to end up at the very back and have the potential to get dropped, but not be on the very front. Just kind of sit in the middle, kind of get as much of a free ride as I can. Again, this is like my third ever 1-2-3 race, so just sitting in. We make it up to this group here in a minute. You can see the sunset off in the distance. It's getting closer to nighttime, obviously. But yeah, it's a great venue. This little part of the section here, you're going right into the sun, but it's not really hard to see. Again, punch it up the hill like you do every lap. This lap was actually a little bit easier. You can see there's still 1 or 2 guys up there. This guy kind of goes to bridge up. I'm super tired at this point, just trying to not get dropped. This was an extremely hard race. I was basically on the limit the whole time. Full suffering was engaged. So I'm following them. I think there's 2 laps to go right here. So just trying to stay at the front, maybe try and get a top 10 in the field sprint. So I'm just staying towards the front, following the wheels. Here we are coming through the chicane into the U-turn. But yeah, so 3 guys in front of me. I know that I might end up on the front soon here, so just gotta be careful of that. Don't want to end up on the front. People come attacking around me and then I get dropped. That's kind of what I'm worried about whenever I'm on the front, because I know I can get back in, but if they're attacking, then they might just blow straight by me, and then I'm too tired to get back on. So yeah, we're just riding, lap and a half to go, coming down the hill. But unfortunately, my GoPro died, and I ended up getting 14th though. If you liked it, please consider subscribing so you can see my future videos or don't miss them, and thanks for watching. Bye.